I did a huge read, and it did not record a thing. Came out absolutely blank. But somebody asked me about Musk. He went to Montana, so what's up with that? So we're going to ask and see if the tarot will tell us anything about Musk in Montana. What can you tell me about Musk in Montana? Let's do a quick look-see. So it's about, the first thing out is about being out on a limb. Okay. About the swords coming down. Things up in the air. This ongoing battle. A harvest. Outside what's being shared. Underneath of it all, what's being worked on. And what's being put upside down. Okay. Things that are upside down, not moving, things being worked on. So let's see, when it comes to being out on a limb, it says about information, okay? Things being held, what's going on, okay? Concrete things happening. When it comes to the Ten of Swords, all of that raining down, it's about what's being put out to America, what's happening with this. With things up in the air, it's about starting to move, wanting to move, taking action. The challenge, the ongoing battle, wants to end, bring it to a conclusion. When it comes to harvest, there's a burden, the burden going on with the harvest, okay? With the outside, what's being shared, about looking deeper, investigating, what's being worked on. We have the wheel turning, and then some distancing, okay? Taking the back path, dark path. So we could go ahead and do one more layer. What's being held to out on a limb, it's about what they're building. The swords, what's being birthed in America, a new action. Things up in the air and starting to take action. It's about the things being sat on. What they're trying to hoard. The battle, wanting to bring something to a conclusion. It's about going forward, action, continuing actions. The harvest, the burden, a message being put out, and sharing about looking deeper, investigating into this struggle. Okay? The Lovers and Light. Lovers and Light. So underneath of it all, things being worked on that are overturned. The wheel, again on this back journey when it comes to those close and light being shed, the Lover's light. Okay, so it looks like he may have been there outside things sharing about more things that are hidden, things known deeper, and in this fight. Sharing something with Teal or getting information from Teal could be too, this investigating into this struggle, what's going on. So the four corners we have out on a limb when it comes to the harvest, the messages being put out on what's being built. So we have what's being built, a new action, trying to hang on to things. The challenge is moving forward, best action, and what to put out. We've got what's being held, evidence, what's being birthed in America, moving, ending this burden, feeling out on a limb, hard truth coming down, things still up in the air when it comes to the battle and the harvest. At the center of it, it's about moving, taking action with America to end some of this. Up in the air, some things he's sitting on, trying to contain, it looks like. Taking action, putting the swords out there, new action, the continued fight, the evidence in hand when it comes to America, the new action, more swords coming out, and he's stressing about his business dealings, etc. It looks like what he's trying to hold on to out on a limb. And what's being built, things are up in the air. When it comes to the endings, he wants to move forward out of this burden, okay? Trying to sit on the harvest. He's not getting what he wants, so, trying to micromanage that. Figuring out the next action when it comes to this ongoing battle to end this. And things are up in the air when it comes to the messages, how to end this. So it looks like he's going over there. He would probably rather see Vance in, trying to figure out a way to get rid of Trump, is what it looks like possibly. But let's go ahead. We're going to do the clarifying read and see if it's going to give us more information. But it looks like he was over there trying to look deeper, maybe find out what Teal knows, how much if he's got something on Trump. Could be he wants to have help to end this, so he could, because he's holding on with his business and the other stuff that's happening. Okay? Perhaps he's trying to figure out how to get Trump out and get Vance in. He thinks he would do better with Vance, making a backdoor deal. But let's look and see. This is just speculation on my part. Give these a good ruffle shuffle and see what the clarifying read's going to tell us. Okay, so at the center of it all, we have America, what's being birthed, the abundance, America. Okay, this distancing. And ongoing for the long term. It looks like losses maybe he's facing when it comes to some things in America. Distancing, from some of the maybe Magatonians, the things happening there with hidden things because of some of the hidden stuff. Okay, when it comes to the long term, we have the action being done, and feeling out in the cold some of the things, long-term actions. When it comes to what's being birthed in America, he wants to have some new opportunity. And we have this dark drama, the devil. The dark happenings is something new coming in that he feels is perhaps quite dark, trying to convince him that it's dark. The people are out in the cold. Things are being hidden in the actions. There is the burden there. The burden when it comes to the message, putting it out there. Again, the continued fight, the action, and just mentally tired of it. Mentally tired. We've got the world stage, an agreement that things are overturned, the drama, because of Trump's wanting to control the monetary stuff, etc., the tariffs and things. I think he's alluding to the swords, the pain this is causing and what's being given out. And he's wanting to fight against that. And we've got the life path. Not that he's clean by any means, okay? Not that he's clean by any means, but it looks like he's trying to hedge his bet. The message being put out just doesn't know if it's doing enough, if it's really being engaged enough to help, because the burden and figuring out, again, more actions, how to reach them for the long term. Okay? So, it looks like Musk may have been over there. I'm just going to ask it. Is Musk there trying to figure a way to axe Trump and get Vance in? Is he trying to find a way to get Trump out and get Vance in? Yeah, it's a money deal. Prosperous. He thinks he would do better with Vance. Does Vance know about this? Is Musk coordinating with Vance? Is Musk coordinating with Vance? Dark drama. Let's pull another one and see. What about the devil? What about this dark thing for the White House? Dark drama for the White House. Is Teal going to help oust Trump? Is Teal going to help to oust Trump? Control. He's out where he can get the best deal, is what it looks like, wanting to control. I'm just going to ask, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Give me 3 cards. What do we need to know? The mentality behind the scenes, the mentality driving it, new action. With light. So what's driving this new action is the mentality of this. the mental control. So on that note, I'm just going to leave that here. And, you know, who knows? What are they plotting? I'm just going to ask, what are they plotting? See if it'll tell me something. What are they plotting? Dark drama. Okay? What is that one? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of the men? The shadow do. So they're up to no good. They're plotting something. Okay? Up to no good, plotting something. So on that note, I'll leave that here. Well, who knows if the cards are right or wrong? We'll just have to wait and watch and see what comes up next.